Everybody wants to know who is Rashida Strober and what's this dark skin thing she does. Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement only for dark skin. Rashida Strober is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it dark skin activism and called herself the dark skin activist. Since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, built the dark-skinned activist platform into a global brand. Rashida Strober is the originator of the dark-skinned platform. In 1998, Rashida gave birth to dark-skinned activism with a speech about the dark-skinned Sudanese model Alec Weg at St. Petersburg College. From 1998 to 2005, Rashida served as an activist in her community while continuing to develop and create works around only dark skin. In 2006, Rashida created the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring her one-woman play about only dark skin, which is the first of its kind, called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2009, Rashida brought the dark skin platform to social media by creating the first channel for dark skin on YouTube and social media. In 2012, Rashida created the first dark skin show that focused only on the issues of dark skin, called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2011, Rashida created the concept or paradigm called Darkism and wrote and published the book Darkism in 2016. The book Darkism can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida wrote the first motivational book for dark-skinned females called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. The book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida made history, appearing on TV as the first person to bring the dark-skin platform to the masses by being the first to bring the bullied for a dark-skinned girl narrative to TV through her play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2014, Rashida brought dark skin counseling online and has since counseled countless people on colorism and darkism. Rashida is the first person in history to do colorism and darkism counseling. In 2014, Rashida introduced the Dark Skin Activist platform to the Tommy Sotomayor show, which was previously unheard of. Since 2014, Rashida set the colorism debate standards that all others have followed by debating countless men and women on social media in regards to colorism and darkism. YouTube, Rashida Strober interviews. In 2015, the dark-skinned activist brand became famous and known to millions because of the Kendrick Lamar beef Rashida had with Kendrick in regards to colorism/darkism. In 2015, people all over the world wrote about the dark-skinned activists, including The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, making Rashida Donkey of the Day for being the dark-skinned activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar's colorism. In 2017, Rashida was an opponent in the first colorism/darkism debate with another Black woman on Sarnetta TV. Rashida Strober is the first artist to focus her work only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first author to write only on dark skin. Rashida Strober has written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober has written more plays on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober is the creator of social commentary on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first actress to initiate performances only on dark skin via A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge and countless other plays she's written and performed. Rashida Strober is the first debater to focus only on darkism and colorism. Rashida Strober is the creator of the paradigm of darkism. Rashida Strober is the undisputed queen of dark skin, as evidenced by a record that stems back to 1998.
Now that would be interesting to every kid in class.
All right. So I am here with Rashida Strober, finally getting a chance to meet her face to face. We have, she's been on my show twice.
Yep.
Me and Unique.
Yep.
Unique should be logging on soon. And, you know, there were a few people that didn't get
Imagine that you grew up as a little girl, black, dark skinned, in poverty, poor as hell, always being called black and ugly and nappy headed, being evicted, put out on the streets, hungry all the time, never dressed in decent clothes, the lights in the water going off. You the only girl in a bunch of 5 boys. Your mama really don't, your dark-skinned mama don't give 2 fucks about you. She don't really want to take care of you or your brothers. You ostracized. You never really had nobody to talk to. You never had nobody to turn to. And the people in your family don't accept you. Your brothers are embarrassed to be seen with you because everybody think that you are too black and you are too ugly. And they let you know it every chance they get. Now imagine that you have a light-skinned cousin that gets the opposite treatment for being light-skinned with long, good hair. Everybody tells her how beautiful she is. Everybody tells her how great she is. Everybody tells her how smart she is and pretty she is, while you sit back with your black, ugly, skinny, nappy-headed self, and you watch this. And you watch this for years and years and years, on top of the fact of being poor, being homeless, being mistreated, being abused. And you grow up into your teenage years, and your dark-skinned mother just says, I'm tired of all y'all, and puts everybody out, kicks everybody out, and leaves you to fend for yourself on the streets. And you catch hell living on the streets. You're abused, you're exploited. People constantly take from you. That's where you learn that people take from you. They steal things from you. They rip you off. You learn that as a teenager because that's really where it starts to happen to you. But you fight and you fend for yourself. You say, you know what? I'm going to go through this and I'm going to make it. I'm not going to wind up in jail or with a bunch of baby daddies or a crackhead or a drunk. I'm going to get my GED. I'm going to go to college and I'm going to make something of myself. But you still can't get over the dark-skinned mental abuse. People still treat you bad because you black, you dark-skinned. And you wonder why, and you look for answers. You look for somebody to talk about it. You look for somebody to talk specifically about dark skin, but no one's talking about it because this is the 90s. No one's saying nothing about it. So finally, one day, you decide, since I can't find nobody to talk about this in my family or in the larger society or even in black movements, I'm going to be that person that's going to start this dialogue. So imagine that you take on the topic of dark skin, take on the mission of speaking on dark skin because nobody else cares to do it. Everybody else is afraid. No one gives a fuck. That's really what it is. They don't care about dark skin. They didn't care. So you're given the opportunity to speak, and you chose to speak on dark skin in 1998 at St. Pete College, and you give birth to dark skin activism. You didn't know it at the time, but you give birth to the first platform for dark skin. Everybody is still trying to beat you down for it. They're telling you, why don't you focus on all black people? Why you always talking that dark skin stuff? You still getting kicked and abused by your own family for talking about dark skin. And this goes on from 98 all the way up into 2005. But you keep going. You keep developing dark skin activism. You begin to write plays as you help dark skinned people in the community, as you work for free for years in the community to help your people. You write plays, you write books, you start speaking in the community, you give and you give and you give for free, and you fight. And people still saying, nah, that's stupid. But then you say, oh my God, there's this new thing called social media. And you decide to bring this on social media. And you say, you know what? If my family don't want to hear what I got to say, if the community don't want to hear what I got to say, let me see what the world of social media thinks about dark skin activism. So you bring it to the internet in 2009, and you get the same hate you was getting in 98, from 98 all the way up until the time you brought it to social media. But then people start calling you crazy too. They start saying things like, what the hell is a dark skin activist? You start to take a lot of heat for your commentary as the dark skin activist, for your books, for your plays, for your thoughts. And then it hits critical mass when you hit on a topic, a person that people love, a famous person, and people really come for you. They send you death threats. They hate you. They mock you. They call you every name in the book but a child of God for calling yourself the dark skin activist, for creating dark skin activism, the first platform for dark skin that you did from your heart, starting with the issues you faced in childhood, but then you looked at the larger world of dark skinned people and you said, I want to help my dark skinned brothers and sisters, but they mocked you. They abused you. Starting with your dark skinned mother all the way up to the dark skinned people who traumatized you constantly. But then something strange happened. After you took the hits for dark skin and developed the science of dark skin activism in 98 all the way up until 2009, and then made it famous in 2015 with your beef you had with this famous person named Kendrick Lamar, and everybody was attacking you and mocking you, a strange thing happens to you. Those same people, dark-skinned people, light-skinned people, black people, they started to copy the same thing they mocked you for, which is dark skin activism. They started to use other dark-skinned women on social media, on TV, to create knockoff versions of your work. Again, traumatizing you, taking from you. All over TV, all over social media, you see remnants of your work that people called you crazy for, that people sent you death threats for. You see other people creating campaigns, going on television, making money off of what you created, but never once acknowledging the creator, the originator of the dark skin platform, the dark skin activist Rashida Strober. And once again, that takes you back to your childhood of traumatization. And you're traumatized because the traumatization started with your dark-skinned mother, and you see years later, you're being traumatized by the same skin tone of women that traumatized you in your earlier years. And this is how and why I have been traumatized by dark-skinned women, by light-skinned women, by brown-skinned women, by dark-skinned men, by light-skinned men, by brown-skinned men, by white people, by any skin tone of person that is taken from, ripped off, stolen from the work of the dark-skinned activists without so much as an ounce of credit, without so much as an ounce of recognition, without so much as a thank you for creating the first platform to ever exist for only dark skin activism, created by Rashida Strober in 1998. I'm trying to help people understand where I'm coming from. When y'all see me come up on here and some of y'all say, oh, you keep ranting about people plagiarizing you. You keep ranting about people, stealing from you. You need to be quiet about it. But what y'all don't understand is I'm a victim of traumatization by Black people, by my own people. We are all victims as Black people of the system of racism and white supremacy. Okay, we're all victims. But right now, what I'm talking about is the victimization by your own people. Your own people. And what is happening to me, any honest person? I'm talking to the honest people out here. I'm talking to the people with morals out here and ethics. Any honest person that have really looked and examined the situation of what is Rashida Strober talking about when she comes up onto social media on her channel and she speaks on people plagiarizing and ripping off of her. What is she talking about? Any righteous, honest person knows that I speak nothing but truth. Any righteous, honest person knows that if the dark-skinned women out here, whether they be on television, whether they be on social media, whether they be on any platform, if they were honest and truthful, they would say, let me pay homage to the woman that made it possible for me to speak on dark skin, because nobody was doing this. Nobody was talking about no dark skin in 98. If they were, I would have known it. Nobody. The only other person, and I've said it a million times and I'll continue to say it a million times, is a woman named Kola Boo, because nobody cared. Nobody saw the value in it. I saw the value in it, and I saw it in it from my heart. I didn't see it in it because I wanted to make money. I didn't see it in it because I wanted to get views, because that's what people are doing now. They're not doing it because they really care about empowering dark skin. That's not why they're doing it. They could say that, but they're making money off of my work, what I created. They're creating channels off of what I created. And it's wrong to steal from somebody, to take ideas from somebody, to use somebody that was mocked and berated constantly. And even to this day. But I look around and I see all these dark-skinned women and some of these men that are behind some of these campaigns by refusing to acknowledge Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, as the creator of the dark skin platform. You are contributing to my traumatization. You are contributing to my marginalization as a dark-skinned Black woman. You are continuing to contribute to my oppression as a dark-skinned Black woman. Every last one of you. You can try to make the argument that you're not. But to not pay homage and respect and recognition to a person that made it possible for you to even utter anything about dark skin out of your mouth. Try to act like that person don't exist when the person took the real hits. You didn't take nothing for it. It's an absolute and complete disgrace. That's just like me as a Black American woman going, oh, I could do all these things. I can go to college now. I can go get this job in corporate America now, and shitting on Harriet Tubman. Or shitting on Sojourner Truth. Or shitting on Shirley Chisholm. That's disrespectful. But that is what is going on with the dark skin platform that I created that we see multiple people in just now, let me stress that, just now, recently, in 2016, in 2017, in 2018, well after I created the platform, do nothing but sit back and watch my work and steal and copy. That's all they're doing. It's not original. Because again, you have to ask these people, where did you get the idea from? And I guarantee you they will make up a lie because they're so dishonest off the top. You're not going to tell the truth because we're dealing with dishonest people. And in the Black community, what we got to stop doing is being dishonest. What we got to stop doing is coming up on YouTube, because YouTube has created the atmosphere for a lot of intellectual dishonesty and fraud to take place. What we got to stop doing is stealing and plagiarizing and disrespecting the original ideas of the brothers and sisters that come up onto YouTube and come up onto social media platforms and pour out their heart and soul into something that they organically develop. And just because you think that you sit back and watch, you go, I could do that too. No, you're not the originator. You can't do that too, because that's that person's original work. And I'm here to say, y'all, I am traumatized by these dark-skinned women who are doing all of them with all their campaigns. I am traumatized by them. It is a traumatic experience to me. It takes me back to my childhood of being taken from constantly by people. But I won't be controlled by it because I couldn't control it when I was a child. I couldn't say, hey, stop, but I'm an adult now. And I could speak on it. That's why to those of you that come up onto my social media platforms and tell me, Rashida, you need to stop making these rants about people plagiarizing you. No, I'm not going to stop, because that is a form of silencing me. That is a form of continuing to traumatize me. That is a form of continuing to oppress me. I will not stop. It comes a point in somebody's life, in a victim's life, whether you've been a victim of domestic abuse, sexual abuse, any type of abuse that you've gone through, where you have to put your foot down and say, I will not take this abuse. I will speak out. I will not be silent. And I'm not going to be silent on the scores of Black women on YouTube that have ripped off my work. I will not be silent on the Black women on television that have ripped off my work, because that's exactly what they have done. It's wrong. And until I feel satisfied that it's been rectified, I'm going to continue to speak out as the world's first dark-skinned activist, as the creator of the platform for dark skin. But see, I do understand and recognize that Black people, we have a crab in the bucket mentality, and we throw that around loosely a lot, but it's real. These women feel apparently that if they're saying my name, that it's going to take away from their shine. So what they're doing is, instead of saying my name and saying Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, they rather sit back and copy and try to create new works to pass off. Like a lot of y'all been coming at me, telling me about some of what these women are doing. Let me tell you something. Rashida Strober has set the stage for all these women to do what they're doing. I did the first colorism debate, and any honest person, again, I only care about the honest people. If you're manipulative and you're a fraud and you're a liar, you can leave from my channel. Any honest person knows that Rashida Strober, I've been debating people all across social media in regards to colorism for years. Any honest person knows that I completed the first colorism/darkism debate. I set the stage. And what these people should do is say that. Be honest, be intellectually honest. Because in the end, you're not going to win being a liar and a manipulator and copying somebody else's blueprint. You're not going to win that way. Because everything I've done, I pride myself on this. With dark skin activism, it's been from here. It's original. That's the one thing I need people to understand about me. When you hear me come on here and speak on dark skin, when you hear me come and speak on darkism, when you hear me speak on colorism, it's original, and I always keep my intellectual integrity. I will never come and steal from a person on YouTube or a scholar. And I was trained that way. I have a master's degree in political science from the University of South Florida. And let me tell you something. If you ever obtain a graduate degree, whether it be a master's degree or a PhD, you will not get through a legitimate graduate program, accredited graduate program, plagiarizing. You do something called a literature review. What's a literature review? Let me educate some of you. Some of you may know what a literature review is. A literature review is when you, on a selected chosen topic, you research that topic and you find out what others have said in that particular field or topic, and you credit that person. You could be literally thrown out of college for not crediting an author of a work or a person that created a paradigm or a new idea. You might be able to make it through YouTube, but you won't be for too long, because when them lawsuits get filed, that's going to set a new precedent. But you won't be able to make it through school, ripping off and stealing from people. You won't be able to do that. And I earned my degree, and I worked real hard for it. I did my research, and I came up with the Darkism paradigm based upon years of research and looking at the colorism. And I've said this a million times, and people have watched my interviews. They parrot me. They go and repeat what I say, never giving credit. But I've said a million times that I have studied the colorism scholarly literature extensively. And what was missing was a focus on dark skin. And that's where I came up with the idea for dealing with this concept I created called Darkism, which y'all see the book in the back of me. Darkism, 25 ways dark-skinned people are discriminated against. And because I'm dark-skinned and a female, and people feel that I'm already in an oppressed position, they don't think that they have the responsibility to credit me for my work. You do. And I'm telling you right now, this is all going to boil down to a lawsuit, because I'm not going to allow people to steal, plagiarize, and rip me off on YouTube without some type of consequence. It's not going to happen. I want to make that clear. If you're talking about darkism, you should have no issue, dark-skinned women, light-skinned women, brown-skinned women, dark-skinned men, light-skinned men, brown-skinned men, and white people, and any other race, with quoting Rashida Strober. This is intellectual property, legal intellectual property that is copywritten with the United States Copyright Office. Darkism. It's a term that I coined. Stop taking from me. Stop further contributing to my oppression by ripping off my work. Give credit. Why are we so proud that we cannot give credit to where it's due? Why are you trying to pass off ideas as if you created it? You did not. That's just like me trying to pretend that I created colorism. I did not create the colorism paradigm. I did not coin or create the word colorism. Alice Walker did. And I would never sit here and try to pretend like I did. That's wrong. Let me go to the comments, y'all. I am very traumatized by dark-skinned women, light-skinned women, brown-skinned women, black men, white people, people of all colors that are watching me on social media, watching my website, and ripping off my work. I am traumatized as hell, but I'm going to fight back. Let me go to the comment section here. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch. I want to say shout out to everybody. Melanin Nation, I have written, I'm on my 7th book, I believe. I can't even keep up. I've written so much on dark skin, I can't keep up. It's just ridiculous. And the thing is, I want to say I want to make sure I ask y'all to subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Because I will be releasing. Thank you very much, Negro SpongeBob, for your $1.61 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is much appreciated. I want to say that if you have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to my channel because I got some treats in store for y'all. The Dark Skin Activist Tour, which I've been on since 2006. 2006. Yes, Melanin Nation, I've written books, more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. There's nobody else that has written more books on dark skin than me. You're not going to find that person. And I've been doing this before social media. Like I've been doing this stuff before. That's why I'm saying what y'all getting from me is organic and original. And people are doing nothing but stealing and taking. And that's not right. We know that that's not right. I drink my tea there. For the first time in the history of the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring my one-woman play called The Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, where I happen to play all the different characters. I'm going to be doing it live, pay-per-view live stream, y'all. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel because this is where I'm going to be releasing the information at. Also, I'm going to ask people for donations because I've also been a self-producing artist. And this is another thing that's so upsetting to me as a writer and as an artist that has taken the time, like I said, way before social media, to create these dark skin original works. Everything I do is original. And to have people sit back and just do nothing but steal and rip me off, it's just horrendous. It really is horrendous, y'all. So as an independent artist, I have to fund my own work. And up until 2014, I have been funding my own Dark Skin Activist Tour featuring the play A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. And so when I come on here and I say, please make a donation, know that you are helping to fund A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. So I'm going to ask again, and this is for people that understand, because I'm not going to sit there and worry about people that just want to bash me for no reason. And especially given the fact that I have a stellar track record, I'm going to go ahead and put the PayPal up there. The PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Okay. You can go there to PayPal and you can make a donation there. You can also go to my GoFundMe, and I'm going to put the link there. I'm going to put it right there right now in the chat box. And I would actually prefer, and I want to thank you for that donation that you gave my brother SpongeBob. I would actually prefer that you not give on the super chat because it takes YouTube like forever to get the money. If you donate to GoFundMe or if you donate to PayPal, I get that money within 1 to 3 days, and it's cash flow in order for me to make these moves and do what I need to do to bring this to y'all. So let me get back to Heads Will Roll. You said, when are you going to do the play? Okay, so right now, yes, I do Adventures of Truck Driving, Diva. I'm going to put that website up there as well, my personal website, which is queenofdarkskin.com. Queenofdarkskin.com.
Do is stay awake and do my job because I don't want you to fire me.
Hold on, because I just went to my website.
I know.
There, and I probably need to go ahead and screen share with y'all like I always do so I could visually show y'all this. I'm putting the website right there in the description box. So you can go to queenofdarkskin.com and you can get the book directly from there, or you can go to the GoFundMe and it's $25. Anybody that gives $25 or more, you're going to get a copy of my book, autographed copy. Now, where does the money go to? The money is going to go towards me producing the show. And like I said, for the first time in history, I'm going to be doing it live stream. So to answer that question, right now, what I'm trying to put together is the venue. I'm looking at 2 venues. I'm looking at 2 cities, should I say, where I'm going to lock in the venues. One is in Irving, Texas, and then Atlanta, Georgia. The Atlanta, Georgia venue, I have not gotten the contract. I was in communication with the owner of the venue on Monday, and I am waiting for her to get me that contract. So when she gets me that contract, then I can start moving forward with that. And then I'm going to be speaking to the person that I'm working with in Irving, Texas today. What we got to do is get our contracts secured and locked in. And then the most important thing we got to do, because I always want to deliver a great product to you guys, and I've never done a pay-per-view live stream Keep in mind, it's pay-per-view, y'all. This will not be free because when I do my live dark skin activist show featuring my one woman play, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, people pay to come see that play. It is a production. It's a one woman show. So what we have to do to make this a pay-per-view, we got to make sure that the pay-per-view, the stream is proper so that people can see it. So that's the stages where we're at right now. But that's why I said, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because as soon as I get these venues locked in and we know that we got everything set in place, I'm going to go ahead and set up the ticketing. And I'm going to be coming back on here announcing to you guys where you can go and purchase the tickets. So I'm going to give y'all a hell of a fucking show. Shout out to Harlem. Y'all saw me. Check out the video that I did. If y'all want to hear a review of A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, check out the video that I did, 2 dark skinned chicks in Harlem. I want y'all to check that out. Hold on, let me screen share right now, because I talk about being traumatized by dark skinned women. I am. But let me tell you something. I want y'all to check this out, because I don't like to be on that level with dark skinned women, because I'm a loving, caring, kind person. And people that know me, they know that. I just feel disrespected by people on YouTube and television that know that they're ripping off my work. Go to this video right here. 2 dark skinned chicks in Harlem. This is the video right here.
We are shaped by the people around us, those who inspire us to be more.
I'm going to skip ahead. Hold on one second.
Thanks. We have, she's been on my show twice. Yep. Me and Unique. Yep. Unique should be logging on soon. And, you know.
Shout out to Unique. Shout out to my sister Mecca in Harlem. I'm going to put this video in the chat box. And I want you guys to go and watch that video. Let me put it there in the description box, because this is the epitome of how I am with my dark-skinned sisters. As you can see, this is Mecca right here of the VIP. She lives in Harlem. This sister right here, I love her with everything that I have in me. Mecca, if you watching this, I want you to know how much I love you and how much I appreciate you. That's the mode that I'm in with my sisters. That's how, check that video out. Okay. It was a long time coming, because that was our first time meeting. She came out to my show that I did in Harlem in 2017 in November, and she was there, and we just embraced and we hugged, and oh my God, the love. That's my sister right there. She already know. That's my sister. Okay. That Unique, you're my sister from Atlanta. Okay. Mecca is my sister from Harlem. 2 dark-skinned sisters that I just absolutely love. That's the mode, that's the real Rashida right there. When you watch that video, 2 dark-skinned chicks in Harlem, that's the real Rashida. She's pretty much interviewing me and giving a review at the same time of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. So when I bring A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge to y'all, that pay-per-view live stream, I bring y'all 1,000%. This is what I do. This is the science of dark-skinned activism that I developed way back in 1998. And all I'm saying is, dark-skinned women that's creating these campaigns, dark-skinned women that's talking about dark, y'all know what it is. Y'all know who created the platform. Y'all need to pay homage. Y'all need to show respect. What y'all doing is very disrespectful. Like I said, that's just like me coming out talk about, let's say I run for president. Do y'all know who was the first woman to run for president? The first Black woman to run for president? Does anybody know who the first Black woman was to run for president of the United States? Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and Google her. Go ahead and Google this beautiful dark-skinned woman. Let me go ahead and Google her. Now let me go ahead and let's say Rashida Strober decided, I'm finna run for the presidency of the United States, and I'm a Black dark-skinned woman. Now, watch this right here. Watch this. If I was to run for the presidency of the United States and don't pay homage to Shirley Chisholm, I'd be a fraud. I'd be a straight up fraud. If I was to run for the presidency of the United States and act like Shirley Chisholm didn't do it first and Shirley Chisholm didn't lay the groundwork, what kind of fraud would I be? What kind of fraud would I be? What kind of disrespectful? Just banish me from being dark-skinned already. Banish me from being a Black woman already if I can't pay homage to the great Shirley Chisholm.
Look at this beautiful dark-skinned woman that laid the groundwork for me, that made it possible for me. That's disrespectful. I wouldn't even want to be black no more. I wouldn't even want to be a dark-skinned woman no more. I would tell y'all, don't even vote for me no more if I can't pay homage to the first black woman to run for the presidency. There she is, Shirley Chisholm. What kind of woman would I be? What kind of dark-skinned woman would I be? That's what I'm talking about. Same thing that goes with the science of dark skin activism. Same thing that goes with me creating the dark skin platform. I created the first dark skin platform. I created the first dark skin channel on YouTube and social media. Nobody was doing that. They watched me and copied me. And now they want to sit back and act like I didn't create this lane. Everything you're doing it based off of my work. That's a fact. That's not refutable. Y'all know that. Again, I'm talking to the people out here that are honest. Now, if you're dishonest and you a liar, hey, exit. Stage left. I ain't talking to you. So yes, make sure you subscribe to my channel, y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you support me. Make sure that you support me. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm going to go back to the comment section. And because y'all know I love to look at y'all comments. Y'all know, and y'all know I love y'all. Yeah, everybody that's watching this knows that I love black people. Everybody that's watching this knows that I love dark-skinned women. Everybody that's watching this knows that I love light-skinned women. Everybody that's shout out to RBR Network. I can watch it. Shout out to you. Y'all go subscribe to RBR Network's channel. Okay. Shout out to you. I enjoy your broadcast. You got a great voice. I love your voice. I love your voice inflection. I just love it. See, that's the thing about me. I got no problem recognizing people with talent. In fact, I love to quote the great Donny Hathaway and the great Nina Simone when they sung "To Be Young, Gifted, and Black." I love the young, gifted, and black. I love the old, gifted, and black. I love the middle-aged, gifted, and black. I got no problem giving people their props because I love black excellence. I am black excellence. You are black excellence. We are black excellence. But we're not black excellence when we rip off and take from each other. That I don't respect. Stop traumatizing me, dark-skinned women. Stop traumatizing me, light-skinned women. Stop traumatizing me. Thank you, Adventures of Truck Driving Diva. Shout out to Tanya Jones, Miss Faith Butterfly, CD, everybody that's watching me. Melanin Nation TM, Heads Will Roll. Shout out to all of y'all. If I'm not saying your name, Shayla, you're always on here. Shout out to you, Shayla Diamond. I love it. Y'all know I love all people. People need to quit trying to sit up here acting like Rashida Strober doesn't love all people. That's a lie. I love every single person. Always have and always will. Dark skin activism developed out of my own personal pain coming from me being a traumatized child. Okay. Okay. That's where dark skin activism developed out of. And then it moved into the larger society. You understand what I'm saying? And I just continue to be traumatized. Now in the age of social media, the traumatization is just continuing. We have to come to a point where we say, once again, shout out to Negro SpongeBob. Shout out to you. Thank you for your super chat donation. Thank you. We have to come to a point where we got to stop doing this to each other. We have to have a code of conduct where we are ethical, where we operate ethically. I believe in ethics. Anybody that's gone to college, shout out to my brother Daryl Phil. I hope I'm saying your name right because you've been following me for a while. Shout out to you. Thank you for your support. We have to come to a point where we have to start respecting each other. It's all about respect. It's all about respect, 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 respect. And like I said, I really want y'all to go and watch that 2 dark-skinned chicks in Harlem video. 2 dark-skinned chicks in Harlem. Go watch that video. Share that video. Like that video. Because the reason why that's 2 dark-skinned chicks in Harlem video is so important is because that is the reflection of me in my natural element. I'm a loving, caring, kind person. But what do people expect for me to do when I have been traumatized? Do y'all really expect for me to sit back here and act like nothing is wrong? That's blaming the victim. That's blaming the victim. Do y'all really expect for after all the stuff that I have been, all the struggles that I have been through in my life, I'm supposed to be a statistic. I'm supposed to be a crackhead. I'm supposed to be still homeless on the streets. I'm supposed to be without education. I'm supposed to be all the bad things, you know what I'm saying, in life. Shout out to My Tribe TV, All Out Attack. Thank you very much for your donation. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. I'm supposed to be all of these things, but I'm not because I fought through it. I continue to fight. And that's why I'm saying to y'all, it's important for y'all to go watch the 2 dark-skinned chicks in Harlem video, because that is Rashida Strober in her real natural element. That is Rashida Strober in the element that is untraumatized. And I love you right back, Sakiba. Shout out to everybody that's watching this. That's how I like to be. But y'all expect me to be that way when I've been traumatized? Y'all expect Tanya Johns, thank you. She says, I am following you now, RBR Radio. Yes, please go follow RBR Network. This man is very talented. He has that's the thing. That's like I said, I always respect people in their originality. Love it. Thrive off of originality. Give them their respect. Give them their shout out. We'll support all that. I've always been that way. But when you come for me and disrespect me and steal from me and take from me, y'all expect me to be that same Rashida that I'm telling y'all to go and watch the 2 dark-skinned chicks in Harlem? Y'all, do you really expect me to be in that element? Come on, that's just like telling a victim of abuse. I was speaking to a brother. I'm not gonna say your name. My brother in Philly. I was talking to him. I love you very much. I hope you watch this and you hear this. And he was telling he works with children. He was telling me about some of these girls are being traumatized and abused. And do we really expect for these girls to come to school being abused? And I know a thing or two about that from working with the youth. Do we really expect these children who coming from homes where they're being abused to come to school ready to learn? This brother said that, and he's absolutely right. You can't expect that of them. They going through everything in a book. Mama could be on drugs. They might be being beat, molested. You expect for these children to come into school ready to sit down and learn, and they done been through all of that. That's not fair. That's an inhumane thing to expect these children to come in ready to learn. And I, as a victim of poverty and abuse, know full well about having to go to school, coming from a home where the lights and water is off. And people expecting me to sit there quietly, which I did, but every kid ain't the same. Every person don't operate. You can't, I personally would not expect. You got to show some humanity and some compassion. Respect to that brother, because he's showing humanity and compassion to these kids. Respect to you. You know who you are. I got a lot of respect for you. Anybody that's working with the youth and showing them love and kindness and compassion and respect, because I know something about that. I told y'all, I know a lot about that working with our kids. I've been doing that for years in my community for free. You can't expect these kids to be what you want them to be, and they're being traumatized. We can't expect that. That's inhumane of us to expect. This is what I'm saying. This traumatization in our community has got to stop. I got a policy, and I've had this policy for a long time. in the workplace is to never argue or fight with another Black woman. That's been my policy for years. Why? Because I know the struggle that Black women face on a day-to-day basis. So why the hell do I need to go up in a work environment fighting with another Black woman? If I got to do that, I'll walk away. Hey, I'll be the peacemaker. Now, this is different. I ain't gonna walk away. I'm gonna deal with you on a legal level. But I'm saying in my policy for years has been, when I deal with other Black women, because I see all the beefs and the pettiness that go on the job, I don't do that there. I shut that down real quick. And I'm gonna shut it down in a way that's a responsible, humane way towards my fellow brother or sister. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna backstab you. I'm not gonna go to the boss. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm probably gonna be fighting for you quietly behind the scenes, like I've been doing. But we got a lot of sisters that won't do that. We got a lot of sisters that be backstabbing, that be brown nosing, that do whatever they can to undercut another brother or sister. Stop that. That's traumatization. Stop it. Stop trying to stop another brother or sister livelihood. You know they got to take care of their kids. You know they got to take care of their family. Why you at work trying to stop another brother? And let me tell you something. It's my policy. I said Black women, not just dark-skinned Black women, not just, it's all Black women. Rashida Strober has never been a part of that type of cliquish thing on the job. And I see it. I'm out of it. And if I see you doing something to tear down somebody else, I might step in and say, hey, pull you to the side. Let's cool this. We're not going to do this. Code of ethics. But see, we lack a code of ethics. And that's why we behave in such ways that's detrimental to each other, that destroys each other. I don't operate like that. I never have. And anybody that knows me will tell you that. I'll walk away from it. Bye. Now, if you follow me with the 3, then you know what? We got to deal with that. Because this is what's going on YouTube. It's fuckery. It's theft. I ain't going to leave that alone. That's why I'm telling y'all. Stop trying to tell me how to express my traumatization and how to deal with it. If you're not going to help me, if you're not here to help and you know you're here to just cause problems and to just kind of like throw salt on the wound, I don't need that. I'm not interested. Now, if you're here to help, if you're here to support, how can you support? I told y'all. Let me show you again. Let me share my screen. Okay? What you do? Here's my GoFundMe. It's right here. Go make a donation. I'm putting together the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring my one-woman play, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, and I need as much funding for that as I could get. As much funding for that as I could get. So I'm asking y'all to support. I'm asking y'all to support. Okay? Support the work of the dark skin activists. All you have to do, I'm gonna put the link there again. My Tribe TV, you said, do I ever come to the Bay Area? Well, what my plan is, just so you guys know, once again, my plan is to, when I get the venue, let me go back to the GoFundMe page. When I get the venue, what I'm going to do is be doing a pay-per-view live stream, folks. And let me just pull up, this is the show. Let me just go ahead and Google A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. When I get the venue, there we go. So this is A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, just the play. When I get the venue, I'm going to live stream it. So anybody anywhere in the world will be able to watch me live anywhere in the world. I'm just trying to see if I can find a bigger picture there. But that's pretty much the picture right there. A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. Anybody anywhere in the world will be able to watch A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. So it'll be a pay-per-view live stream. like I said, and you will be able to watch me from anywhere in the world. So that's why it's so important for me to raise these funds. This was my latest show right here in Harlem. Shout out to Broadway World for placing my information on their site. But this was my latest show right here in Harlem. Okay. So anybody anywhere in the world, you're going to be able to watch me. So that is the reason why it's so important for people to go ahead and support what I do, because I am a self-producing artist. Once again, here's the GoFundMe link. And you can go there and you can make a donation. If you give $25 or more, you are going to get an autographed copy of my book, Darkism, or A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. Now, if you want to go to my PayPal and donate, you can also do that as well. So let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I think I got here's the link right here. It's right here, y'all. There's the PayPal email right there, letting everybody know what it is. And okay, so My Tribe TV all the time. You said, when is the stream? So once again, here's what I'm doing. I'm in the process. The very first thing that I have to do is lock in a venue. Once I lock in the venue, then we have to get the stream together. We have not done that yet. So I do not have a date for you as of yet. But trust and believe. That's why I'm telling people to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Because as soon as everything gets locked into place, I'm going to be coming and making the big announcement right here on my channel. I'm going to let everybody know where they can go and get their tickets. And I also want to say thank you a million trillion times to my supporters out there that supported my other shows. In 2017, by the grace of God, and thanks to my supporters, I was able to do a total of 4 shows. I did Tucson, Arizona. I did the DC Black Theater Festival in Washington, DC. I did Harlem, shout out to Harlem. And I also did Brooklyn, shout out to Brooklyn. And then I kicked off the year with a Darkism discussion at a bookstore in St. Petersburg, the only Black bookstore in St. Petersburg. So I want to say shout out to everybody that supported that. So I continue to produce. Everybody that's followed me, y'all know I'm a producer. I bring it to y'all. So now I am saying to you to bear with me, to stick with me on my channel. And like I said, as soon as I know where the venue is going to be at, and as soon as I get the live stream pay-per-view together, I'm going to be coming on here announcing. I'm just letting everybody know. Another thing I want y'all to look out for is I got a dark skin book. I'm pulling my hair because I'm so excited about it. When I get off of the stream today, I'm going to go back to working on my book. It's absolutely phenomenal. Oh, I cannot wait to talk about it. Let me give you a hint as to what it's about. It's really an extension of Darkism. My book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. But I'm honing in on a particular form of Darkism that I feel people have never focused on before. A particular form of Darkism that people have never talked about. See, this is what I do as a dark-skinned activist. I'm the specialist in regards to dark-skinned activism. I look at things in the society, and I've been doing this since 1998, in regards to dark skin discrimination, aka darkism, and point those things out and bring that to the forefront. And that's what my next book that I'm working on right now does. It's a particular area that nobody's ever focused on. And I know because I'm always looking at the darkism in society. I'm always looking at the colorism research. Shout out to Alice Walker, who created and coined the term colorism. I will always be forever grateful to Alice Walker for that. So I'm looking into, in this particular book, I'm discussing an extension of darkism, putting people up on this, okay? Y'all seen this before, but no one's ever honed in on it and paid attention to it. So I'm praying to God that I'm able to drop this book by the end of April. I'm working on it tirelessly. Like I said, today, I'm going to, as soon as I get off my live stream, I'm going back to work on it again. This morning, I went on my 5-mile run, and I came in and I started working on the book, looked at a little bit of YouTube. That's when I saw the brother's live stream there. Shout out to you once again. So yes, just keep following me, y'all. And I'm going to definitely make sure that I keep y'all up to date on everything. And I really appreciate everybody that takes the time, the time out of their day to watch me. Yes, Tanya Johns, I want you to see it. Believe me, man, I'm give y'all a hell of a performance. What's up, Daryl Phil? You said this North Carolinian love what Rashida Strober do. Thank you very much. I am so appreciative of that. I am very appreciative of that, y'all. So yes, once again, I want to encourage everybody to go ahead and make a donation. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and drop my links right there in the description box. And again, you can always go and I always leave up my live streams after I'm done. So all you got to do is look at the description box. Someone asked about my website. My website is queenofdarkskin.com. And the way that I've dealt with the traumatization of dark-skinned women, because I've been traumatized, and you know what, I've also been traumatized by light-skinned women as well in my family, and brown-skinned women in my family. So the title is just it's really a blanket statement for the traumatization that I've undergone due to darkism. The way that I've dealt with it is not to go smoke and drink. That's not what I do. That's not going to solve the problem. Problem is still going to be there. The way that I've dealt with it is through the science of dark skin activism. It's through creating the first platform for dark skin, because nobody cared about it. These people can pretend all day long in 2018 that they talk about dark skin. You're just not doing this. You're doing it because of me. No one gave three about this when I was growing up. So that's why I created the first platform for dark skin, which is dark skin activism, as a way to deal with the traumatization that I experienced by dark-skinned women, by dark-skinned men, by light-skinned women, by light-skinned women. This is where dark-skinned activism comes from. And I'm asking that people will respect that, acknowledge that. Stop trying to pretend that I didn't create it when you know that I did. Stop. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share this video. That's another way that you can support. Okay? It's a multiplicity of ways that people can support. Because some of y'all, I know some people don't have necessarily the money to donate. I get that. I ain't mad at you at all. There's other ways that you can support. You could become a subscriber. You could share my channel with your friends. You could talk about, I know some people have introduced the dark-skinned activist Rashida Strober to their friends and family. And I want to say I am forever grateful to you for that. It's many things that we can do to support. You understand? So I just want to thank y'all for taking the time to watch. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because y'all are always therapeutic to me anyway, in the sense that y'all take the time to come on to my lives and y'all listen to what I have to say. And I am always, I want y'all to know 1,000% grateful for that. Okay. Everybody needs to understand how grateful I am for y'all watching me. Okay. Once again, this is Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist. Rashida Strober, the creator of the Darkism paradigm. Rashida Strober, the creator of the first dark-skinned platform. Rashida Strober. And I want y'all to always remember that. Always keep that in your heart. Always remember that, because when I'm dead and gone, I already know that, excuse me one second. I already know that this work is going to go down in history. It's going to go down in history to future generations of children that's going to say, well, what is dark-skinned activism? Where did it come from? Oh, no, Miss Faith Butterfly, you didn't. I got love for you. I got love for all of y'all. I got love for y'all. Y'all know that. I mean, I know I say a lot of things, but at the end of the day, I know what it is in my heart. God knows what it is in my heart. You know, God sees and knows everything. And yes, I am a firm believer in the Lord. Yes, I am. God sees, whether it be Allah, whether it be God, God knows and sees everything. God knows the heart. That's just the way it is. We can fool people, but we cannot fool God. We can't. So, you know, there's going to come a day when there's the students of dark skin activism. They're going to have all these questions. And I want to make sure the history is told correctly and properly. You know, we always complain as African Americans. We'll complain about our history not being told correctly. Let's be honest. Let's be intellectually honest. Let's have a code of conduct. Let's stop antagonizing each other. Let's be respectful of each other. That's what I'm calling for. Have some respect. I've never came up onto YouTube since the day I've been on YouTube and antagonized other people on YouTube. I've never done that. I come up on here and I talk about dark skin activism. I come up on here and I talk about darkism. I come up on here and speak the truth on that. I come up on here and I'm original on that. I don't steal from people. I don't take from people. And if I see something, I say a person's name. No problem. The book I'm writing right now. There's people that from YouTube that I actually quoted in the book. That's how intellectually honest I am. Because I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to contribute to the further marginalization of the Black woman in general and the dark-skinned Black woman in particular. I am not going to contribute to that. So I want to thank you guys for watching today. And yeah, make sure you make that donation. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And thank you very much, Miss Faith Butterfly. And I want to.
There were a few people that didn't get a chance to hear the interview, which they can log on and see. Who is that? See, I can't even see because I'm so fun. Heather Shack. Okay, so let me just say something about Heather really quickly. Heather enjoyed you so much the first time that you were on the show. She was actually one of the ones that was like, no, she has to come back. Thank you, Heather. And so I don't know, Heather, if you have a question, but we don't have a lot of time. But if you don't have a question that you want to pose, I just want to start off with a question that I've asked Rashida a million times before, which is what inspired her to do A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. So in case y'all didn't hear the answer on my show, she can answer now.
Yeah, just my life experiences of wanting to tell my truth. That's really wanting to tell my truth, and also, yes, wanting the approval of Black men, because I love Black men, and I didn't get the attention that I feel I should have gotten, and I also was ridiculed by Black men growing up, Black males, and so it's like it was like a subconscious thing inside of me to seek their approval. And then again, just to tell my story, because people will always say stuff like it's all in your head or you're a hater. So I just wanted to ignore all of that, forget all of that, and just deal with the truth and tell my story. That's why. It's just about the truth. Sometimes you gotta just not be afraid to tell whatever your truth is, and don't let people intimidate you into not speaking out, because when you speak out, you helping other people, and it's been very therapeutic. I think I'm a better person for it. I think if I would have not have done what I'm doing right now, I would just still be going through the same thing or doing something maybe even destructive. So it's really about telling my truth and getting the acceptance of the Black man.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, so since you've told your truth, would you say that you feel that you've gotten the acceptance?